Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to add the fur effect to text in Adobe Illustrator. I'm also very new to Adobe Illustrator, so I'll be posting new tutorials as I learn and hopefully you can learn something along with me. So as you can see, I've already created the letter D with the fur effect on it to show you what we'll be creating today. So first of all, I just want to click on my text tool and type in any letter that you want to. I have chosen D today. And then we're going to take our select tool. Select your letter and drag on either one of the corners while holding shift in just to make your text larger without distorting the actual shape of the text. So that's shift and drag. Then I'm going to quickly take away the fill while it's selected and add a black stroke so it can show on my white background. After that, we just want to right click and say create outlines. Then I'm going to take my direct select tool and select the inside of the D, and you're going to delete the inside of the shape by either saying delete or backspace while selecting the inside of the D. I'm just going to select the whole letter again and go to Object, Compound Path, and Release. We just want to take our scissor tool and just snip at the anchor points at the top and the bottom. The reason why I'm doing this is to create two paths, so a beginning point and an end point on both the paths, so that would be the straight line and the curved part of the D. So that would mean you'll have two beginnings and two ends of the paths. You don't have to do it this way. There is a way that you can just snip one point and have only one beginning and one end, but I feel the results are better if there are two paths. So you can play around with it and choose whichever one you like best. I will just select my ellipse tool and I'm going to create a circle. I'm going to hold shift in and drag to create a perfectly shaped circle. Otherwise, if you just drag it, it looks like an oval, or if you're lucky, you can drag a perfect circle. I'm just going to quickly take away the stroke and add a gradient. I've already chosen my gradient beforehand, but you can just play around with the gradient settings and edit your gradient to whatever color you like, or if you have a background color, to have something that complements the background color. I've just chosen this color for no particular reason, just randomly. So I'm going to select it again with my selection tool. I've copied and pasted another one of those circles. So what we'll be doing after that is just moving our circle right below the original circle. So you'll see there's those little pink or purplish lines that you will find if it's just Smart Guides, which you'll find that in View. If you go up top next to Effects, there's View, and you'll see there is Smart Guides, and just tick it if you want it or untick it if you don't want it, but I just find it helpful to see that my circle is completely perfectly aligned with the top circle. After that, we just want to select both the circles with the selection tool. So select the one, shift, and select the other one, so both are selected at the same time. Then you can release your shift and they're both still selected. You can double click your blend tool. Then you'll say specified distance, and I've already got it at 1.5 pixels, but that's perfect. That's what I want it as. And then I'm going to say OK. So some versions of Adobe Illustrator already blend it. With mine, I have to click on both circles to blend it. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm still new to Adobe Illustrator, so I'm still learning along with you guys. So I've just selected our already blended circle-ish path thing and copied and pasted it. Select our first part. So you see I've selected the D and it already selected the whole shape because I was on the selection tool. Now you want to take your direct select tool and click on only the one path that you want to work with now. I'm going to use the straight line first, so direct select on that one, and then hold shift in and select one of the color shapes that we just blended. So I'm going to say object, and I'm going to go down to blend and replace spine. Now we're going to select the other one and do exactly the same thing with our direct select tool. Select onto the curved part of the D and the color shape and we are going to go to Object, Blend, and Replace Spine. So both have been replaced now. So I don't really like the light up top, so I've just gone to my transform panel and I've just rotated or flipped it, sorry. And that just brought the white part of the light, or the light part of the gradient, to the bottom. So now I'm just going to select both of the paths that I've already made with the direct select tool, and you'll see on the right next to appearance we're going to choose distort and transform, and then you'll see roughen. That will pop up some settings. I'm going to put the size as 50% and detail as 60, and then also just going to put the points as smooth and say OK. There you have it. There's your furry effect. And I'm just going to group them together, so that's object group, and that just makes it easier to move around once they're grouped. And there's your furry letter. So you can make this look completely different with different gradient colors, different shapes, or different letters, and depending on where you've used your scissor tool, it will also make a different effect. I find this one looking the best, but there you have it. I hope you've learned something. Please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You'll see the links to those down below.